When you need advice, come to Ben and Kelly. It's group therapy on 99.7 DJX.
Yeah, so Deena writes us and says, "Hey, Ben and Kelly. I love your show and especially group therapy." All right.
That's great.
Yeah. Saying that, I hope y'all don't light me up too badly. Yikes. Okay. Well, Deena, we always try to be fair and look at things with a unbiased viewpoint. All right?
Exactly.
So Deena continues and says, "Anyway, here's my situation. I've been seeing a great guy for about a year. He's incredibly sweet, constantly giving compliments and gifts. He's also changed a lot for me. He's changed his religion. He's stopped smoking. He's changed jobs. He's gone back to school to be a better provider."
Wow, he's done a lot.
Yeah. "He always tells me he loves me and brought up marriage in the first month.
Ooh.
He always says he knew immediately that I was, quote, the one, and that he couldn't imagine living without me." All right, I'm smelling a butt coming very soon here.
There's a big butt coming, I feel like.
Yeah. She writes, "While I want to get married, my feelings don't necessarily match his. I love him, but I'm not head over heels in love with him. I want someone who will be a good partner and a father, which I believe he will be. Mm-hmm. Is it deceitful to marry him knowing my feelings aren't as strong as his, or can I grow to love him the way he does me? Thank you."
That's really tough because, I mean, I feel like you've got this kind of list, or maybe in your head of the things, the qualities you want, and they have everything, right?
Yeah, right.
They check off all your boxes.
Yeah.
But just there's like one little thing that seems to be missing, and that's something that you can't like necessarily generate, or can you? Like, can that grow over time?
Well, but is there other things that fill that void? Like, I'm okay. So here, I tell you what. I just want to hear what you have to say. All right, 502-571-9970.
Well,
totally. I don't know. I mean, I was going to say, like, is their bedroom life really great? And something that they've got chemistry in other parts of their relationship. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's what I was kind of getting at, where maybe if you've got those other things, then that's enough. But I don't know. See, I'm worried that I might give the wrong advice.
There is going to be a big camp of people that says, no, he deserves to be fully 1,000% loved the same way he loves you.
Right. All right.
Like, I feel like there's going to be a lot of people that say that. But then there could be a lot of examples of how people have been in this situation and they did grow to match their feelings.
Yeah.
So I'm real curious to see how this ends up on the text line, on the Facebook comments, on Twitter, wherever you want to chime in.
Yeah. 502-571-9970 is our phone number. It's group therapy. Marriage. She's wondering if the feeling will come or if it'll be deceitful to marrying him knowing all this.
Yeah, she wants to get there with her feelings. I think that's the biggest thing.
Yeah.
A lot of people chiming in on Facebook at Ben and Kelly Show and on text. Missy said, "I think it can grow. Sometimes we have an unrealistic view of what happily ever after is. Mm-hmm. It's not what we see on the movie screens. It's what we make it." Mm-hmm. So she has to decide why he's not the one for her. And if he is the one for her, that she needs to dedicate her feelings to him from here on out.
Yeah. Okay.
Lisa said, "I was in a marriage like this. I cared. He just wanted to be married. Never marry someone if you can't or won't match their effort. Whether you realize it or not, it is mental or emotional abuse that will be hard for the other to work through." So two very different ends of the spectrum there. Yeah,
I was going to say, I think more people are probably saying, no, this isn't a good recipe for the relationship or for marriage. But Lisa does bring up a good point. I think it's a different Lisa on Facebook and says, I think people fall in and out of love all the time. Mm-hmm. For example, he may be in love with you and you not so much. And then the roles may reverse later on and continue to go back and forth. marriage is more than just love, and it's all those things that you listed, and be friends as well, and all that stuff. And she goes on and says, love is trust, friendship, and I think he sounds like a great man, and these days those are hard to come by. You better hold on tight to what you have, and the grass is not always greener on the other side either.
Yeah, she says, I'm 42 and single and it sucks. Dating sucks.
Yeah, I get it.
There's April says, I'm assuming he's changed for you and at your request.
Mm-hmm.
How awful to love someone so much to do all that for you and they don't even reciprocate. I actually hope that he sees this and leaves you. So there's the tough love that's coming in from April.
Yeah, I was going to say.
Which she braced herself for.
Deena did specifically request, and you guys are not listening, saying, I hope you all don't light me up too badly. Yikes. Yeah, you're not being very good friends to Deena, guys.
Yeah, we gotta, I get it. You have like some harsh words to say or a harsh reality, but let's maybe frame it in a little nicer tone. Like maybe this is a sign telling you that you shouldn't marry this person because they need to be loved
like
at
Paul,
the same level.
Who says, well, this sounds like a train wreck waiting to happen. Why did he change so much for you? You clearly don't feel the same for him. Stop being selfish and let him find someone that feels the same about him. Shame on you.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
all right.
yeah.
Again.
Like nice comforting kid gloves from Paul there.
Yeah, well, see, Erica now says, being a divorced woman, I know from experience that being in love isn't everything a marriage takes. If he is as perfect as he sounds, I'm afraid you'll regret letting him go. Marriage takes support, respect, and daily help with the house and kids. Just my opinion.
I mean, what are we saying here?
I'm not sure. I feel like we are all
we're all over the place.
We're all over the place with this one. There are a lot of very valid points on both sides. And I don't know if she is honest with him either about that, because if he hears, hey, I don't think I'm on the same level, but I want to love you as much as you love me. I mean, that kind of would get in his head. And will he ever feel confident in her love, even if she does get to that point?
Interesting. Yeah. So her being completely forthcoming to him may not be the way to go. Again, as I've pointed out on the show before, I think successful relationships, you're 99.7% honest with the person, but 100% of the time could be not a good recipe.
Yeah,
there.
sharing those doubts about him to him is just going to like rock the foundation of his confidence in your relationship. So, I mean, even if you do seem to figure it out and you're like, yes, he's my guy and I do love him as much as he loves me, then he's forever going to be questioning that if you are honest with him about it.
Allison's all like texting in, y'all chill. She can't help the way she feels. I think they both need to do some serious reflecting on this relationship and think about what is best for them as individuals. So, yeah.
I think she does need to really just hammer it out, though. Can she see her life without him?
Yeah.
I think that's what it's really going to come down to. Like, think about your life together and your relationship, and can you move on and be happy in your mind without him?
Maybe she's seen a little too many of those Disney princess movies, thinking that, all right, when I'm in love, I'm going to know exactly that I'm in love, and I'm going to see birds flying around me, and there's going to be hearts in my eyes and all that stuff. I don't know.
And it doesn't always happen like that for everyone. There's not always like fireworks and a big neon sign that says, this is the one, you just met him.
Yeah.
A lot of times that kind of thing really grows over time for people.
Yeah, and she said they're only a year into the relationship, so, who knows? It may take a little bit more time for you. So I think what we're saying is maybe give it more time.
Yeah, and I think she really needs to dig deep and just and look at, okay, can I see myself living without this person?
All right.
And if that answer is yes, I think I'd be fine, then I think maybe that's your answer.
All right. Well, there you go. If you think that we completely missed the mark, you're like, I can't believe what I'm hearing you guys say. Put it up on Facebook at Ben and Kelly Show. That's group therapy.